The Story of Smokey Scales by V.K. Neal. Hollis Smokey Scales was born in New London on the 26th of February in 1894, the son of John W. and Susan Scales. He grew up in New London and spent his whole life here in the village. All of his schooling was in the New London schools. Probably Smokey's first love next to whiskey was baseball. He was a good baseball player and in his later years was an umpire at the games held at the Recreation Park. He was a very good violin player in his younger years, and I don't remember ever hearing him play the fiddle, but all the old-timers say he was good at it. I have no idea where the nickname Smokey came from, but can only imagine it probably was from some prankish thing he did when still a kid. He was a fixture on the streets of New London for many years. He did odd jobs for all the merchants downtown and could be seen uptown most any time. Smokey was a veteran of World War I and served in the 161st Depot Brigade. He lived in his mother's house on 3rd Street, but after she died in 1940, Smokey soon lost the house, and from then on he pretty much lived uptown wherever he could get out of the weather. I don't think there was a person in New London that didn't know who Smokey was. The 1923 Directory of New London shows Mrs. John Scales living at 81 3rd Street with one son, Hollis, a musician. After he became sick, he was taken to the Veterans Hospital in Cleveland, Ohio on January 1, 1967. On January 13th of that same year, he passed away. He was 72 years old. My memory of Smokey is seeing him in his large, heavy overcoat, which he wore for many years. I remember seeing him asleep in front of the Ross Sellers barber shop on East Main Street with a broom still in his hand. Smokey's buried in the Grove Street Cemetery here in New London. No history of New London would be complete without mentioning Smokey Scales.